Hi, I'm Nicole Webb. I'm a virtual assistant and online business manager. I help small businesses with their workflows, operations, and automations.
Hey, I'm Nikki. I'm Nikki Nicole with Hydradiance. We're founder of Hydradiance, the grown woman skincare. And I help mature women love their skin from now to eternity.
Hi, I'm Shatayia Baker. I am the CEO and clinician of Peaceful Therapy Services here in California. I help clients overcome mental health challenges in the area of anger management, anxiety, depression, and healing wholly through grief and loss.
Hi, I'm Tanya Cross, the accessory designer of Accent Glory. My specialty is natural hair accessories and Afro-centered jewelry design.
NIA, which is purpose, right? To make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to our traditional greatness. Whew, that's a big one, right?
Mm-hmm.
To make our collective vocation in the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. I don't know if you can restore I don't know if you can restore our people to traditional greatness.
Especially when a lot of us don't know about it. It's hard to restore something that you're lacking or you don't have full understanding of. So if you don't even understand the history of Black people or where we came from and the greatness that we came from, how can we restore? We're too busy trying to build something new and be the next best thing and not really realizing we were that before. And let's bring that back. Like I guess that's where I'm like struggling. Like I haven't fully learned all the great things that my ancestors were to even be able to say, okay, I'm bringing that back and then some.
I guess I look at it from a spiritual perspective, not necessarily cultural. When I think about, because it's so funny. The first thing I looked at, of course, was purpose, and one of the things that I always think about is what is your purpose for this? What's your business purpose, and what is your purpose? Why did God give you this vision? And understanding that was a call between you and Him. None of us know it. So whatever your purpose is, that's for you to fulfill. And the skills that you have, the knowledge, the experience, everything you've done up to this point, and everything you may do beyond here is helping to develop that. There was a reason, it was a purpose that things happened the way that they did, how they did, and what you actually were in for. And one of the things I think that one of the ways that we can actually help each other, stop being so quick to condemn each other what we don't know, what we don't understand. You're quick to tell somebody because they don't have the same experience or the life that you had. Well, you don't have that. How do you know?
Yeah.
You don't know until you actually allow them to do what they do to actually have a full understanding. You're going based on what you know about you and what you perceive to have been, but nothing happens in this world, and everything doesn't happen in the mirror of our image, but in the image of what we were created to be. So don't always assume, well, it's got to happen this way.
Right.
Says who?
Yes. Yeah.
Says who? So your purpose may be greater than you think. And then also, don't be afraid to step out on it. Because, like I say, and when I think spiritual, traditionally back to what God wanted us to be, what the greatness that He instilled for us traditionally to be in Him. At least that's my point. That's what I got of, because like you said, we don't know our history and our culture and our past, so that's still a learning thing. But there are some things that we may be privy to or learn about along our journey that when it comes to spiritually, what God wants us to do in regards to our business, if that makes sense.
I like that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people are so depressed. High anxiety or anything really is because we don't know our why. Why am I going through what I'm going through? what purpose is it serving in my life or in the lives of those around me? You know, and so when I go out and it's never been never been difficult for me to find jobs. And I'm going to start a new job pretty soon. And one of the things, the supervisor who hired me, she said, we could hear your passion. And I was so happy to hear that, because it's like, I'm passionate because I was a mental health consumer before I was a mental health provider. And so I'm passionate because I got through it. And now my purpose is to go help other people get through it. And so when my clients and the confidence, came from, oh, you're so relatable. Yeah, because I know where you are, sweetheart. And so I'm here to help you. I'm not going to teach you just these skills. I practice these every day, literally, because I'm not trying to go back to where I was. Now I got to go back into the community, back into the culture, everywhere, to go pull people out, because I've been there and it's not a happy place. And so that became my purpose. And I had no idea. Talking about God, my pastor always says, those were your courses. Yes, I went to school for this. No idea that I would have my own business. No idea. They said in school, get your license number or whatever, just in case. So, I'm just being obedient because I'm an obedient child. That's just what I do. Okay, you said it. I caught it. Thank God I caught it, because it's where I am now. Had no idea that I would be here so many years later now, where people can hear why I'm so passionate about mental health. Had no idea. And it's just how life kind of brings itself together, because I care, and you're going to hear it in my voice, because I'm tired of seeing all of people suffer, because I know how it feels.
Yeah.
And I guess for me, it's a little different, because outside of being an accessory designer, I am a history nerd, especially African and African American history. So when I launched my brand, it was easy for me to incorporate educating my customers about the choices I made as far as what materials that I chose to use to create my designs. So it gives me an opportunity to educate my customers about the African culture, why I use certain materials and incorporate certain things into my designs. So I get an opportunity to be that teacher and to educate and to expand our culture across the board to other cultures as well.
Part of your purpose.
Yeah. I think also what I heard earlier is that with Nicole, she said, hey, I don't really know like my history, right? I don't really like understand it. And there's this age difference that we have to cover. There's a vast, I grew up with 3 generations, actually 4 generations, because I can remember my grandmother's stepmother. I remember her. So I grew up surrounded by four generations. There's 4 generations of us included, right? So when you don't know that history, when you haven't touched that history, you can't feel the history, when it's not a part of your DNA, it does look like something from a black and white book, and it's so far removed.
Right.
And so you may not understand that your purpose is the same purpose that lives in those history books, because you can't connect the dots.
Right.
And then the other piece I heard was, when the other Nicole was speaking, was Nikki, is that all the things that you do get you to this point right here, to make you who you are right now, to make you powerfully who you are, to be able to go out and deliver all the transformation and awesome sauce into the world with everybody that you touch. And I think we don't give ourselves enough credit for our life experiences.
Yes, yes, that's so true. That is so true.
So we got to give ourselves credit. Like someone said, "Oh, what makes you feel like you well, they didn't say that. They said, oh, did you take a course, or how did you get to be a coach? Managing people.
Yes, yes.
Getting paid to manage people. To manage people, process payroll, different cultures, different races, like putting together programming, sitting in meetings and being
Corporate
told,
America
get this done.
will give you so many lessons, because
Yes.
you how like, well, can you just do this? Can you just do this? You learn so much in corporate America beyond what the job you're supposed to have. You're like, well, I can now take all those skills. How did I learn it? Because I had to do it.
Right.
Yes.
You
That's
had
the
to
same
do it.
way. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the
But
same
it
way I
doesn't even
feel.
have to be a corporate job, though. Like Nicole's
Right.
military, but
Yeah.
I've learned so much just from being a dancer and dancing with the African American Dance Ensemble. Going into the school system or going into a different area where we had to do lecture demonstrations. We had to talk to the people, right?
Mhm.
We had to talk to the people. Then we had to get the people involved, right? Look familiar? Then we had to interact with the people and dance with the people. Same thing, just a different format. I'm not dancing per se, but I do the same thing when I'm coaching or when I am interviewing or when I'm doing like one-on-ones with my clients. It's the same thing. It's the connectivity. How do we connect? So you learn things in every step of your walk of life that makes you that powerful expert that you are, that deepens your purpose for your business and your why, your
Yes.
business why.
Yes.
Hey, make sure you are following, liking, and subscribing on whatever social media platform that you are watching and listening to the sound of my voice right now. It's your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva, and this has been brought to you live by Black Pinterest Live. Black Pinterest Live is a 3-day event that happens in powerful Washington, D.C., February the 24th through the 26th, where we will spend 3 days creating your powerful Pinterest evergreen funnel to get you real ideal leads on autopilot. Come and join us. Simply go to www.blackpinterestlive.com. Peace.